CC parents, this is week 3 and the kids are doing great. I will start off like we always do with the timeline. This week it is Hinduism in India, show it like this, Hinduism in India, Phoenicians and the alphabet, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, Israelite, Exodus and desert wanderings, Israelite conquest and judges, Greek Dark Ages, Israel's United Kingdom. When we move from opening, we go to our class and we usually start out with geography. It's the one that takes the longest. This week is Western Europe. I will show them my big map. This is of Europe. I will make sure that they know that is West. This week I have the little country flags on my map, on the magnets. So when we are done with geography, with the review, I will give them the Portugal one. I will say go put it on Portugal. They need to know, I will point and they need to tell me this is France. Either way, they need to know what it is, and if I point to it, they need to tell me what it is. In class, they will use their maps. The black line map, I encourage you to have a black line map at home. Make a copy. You can get one on CC Connected. And let them trace the map. First with the dry erase marker, just in a plastic sleeve. That's what we do in class. They can start blobbing, they can start drawing it themselves, but encourage them to do blob mapping and drawing the map. After we are done with geography, we usually move to history. It's the more difficult one. Cici has a song. I encourage you, if Cici has a song for a subject, please use it. The Cici songs never changes, so use it. You can add motions. If they don't have a song, you are welcome to use a different song, but if they have a song, use that song. It's going to help them. It has helped many kids so far. It will help them to remember. So this week is Tell Me About the Crusades. Eleanor of Aquitaine. We are going to show Eleanor by making the sign language for E, which is these 4 fingers on top of the thumb. Eleanor of Aquitaine and her son, so little, her son, Richard the Lion-Hearted, fought the Turks for Jerusalem during the time of the Crusades. Around week 11 in our timeline, the timeline motions that we use, this is how we show Crusades. And this is how the song is. Eleanor of Aquitaine and her son, Richard the Lion-Hearted, fought the Turks for Jerusalem during the time of the Crusades, which occurred from 1095 to 1291. Then we will move on to what are some parts of the food chain. Some part of the food chain are, remember, I'm going to say what are some parts of the food chain. They have to say some parts of the food chain are. We focus on that a lot on review too. The students sometimes forget. So just draw that in with science that I'm going to say what are some parts or what is this, and they have to say some parts. So what are some parts of the food chain? We are going to say producers. I'm producing something. Producers. Consumers. Last week was what are some types of consumers, and we were eating. So consumers And decomposers. I'm decomposing like a flower. If you pull out something out of the ground, it starts to decompose. So decomposers. What are 3 types of producers? What are some parts of the food chain? Producers, consumers, decomposers. Then let's do Latin. Latin this week is a new one. Again, Cece has a song for it.
Week 3.
Especially with Latin, listen to the app, listen to the CD. There is pronunciation. Let them listen to it over and over again. So this week is first conjugation endings, imperfect tense. So we're going to say imperfect. It's not perfect, it's imperfect. And it is bomb. We are going to have our little puppets on our fingers again. So this is for singular, this is for plural. Bomb, boss, but. Butters, bombers, butters, but. So bomb, boss, but. Bombers, butters, bunt. For bar, we think about a sheep that says ba, ba. The first one is bomb, like bomb, bomb. Boss, think sheep, boss, but, just with the T. Then for the plural, it is bar, like sheep, mus, like muscle, barmus. Bartus, like tusk from an elephant, bartus. And bunt, it's spelled like ant, bunt. Let them go over and over it.
4, 15, and 16.
This is the Latin
First
song.
conjugation endings, imperfect tense. Bum,
Bus, but, bummers, butters, bunt. Bum, bus, but, bummers, butters, bunt. First conjugation, imperfect tense. And then for English we have what is the pronoun order. So pronoun order, and the song that we use from YouTube goes like this. What is the pronoun order? The pronoun order is first person singular, second person singular, third person singular, first person plural, second person plural, third person plural. So for singular, we're going to just hold up our one hand. It's a singular. If we get to plural, we're going to show both hands. So first person plural, first person singular. First person singular, second person singular, third person singular, first person plural, second person plural, third person plural. And then all that is left for new grammar will be math. Math is 5 and 6s today. Song, song, song. Get your app out, let your children listen to it. My class is to an age where they almost, for memory masters, the younger kids only have to sing the song. 5s are on row, row, row your boat. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. When they get older, and my kids in my class all still just have to sing it, but when you get home, and that's why I use the math wheels in my class, print them out for my YouTube subscribers. I will add in the first comment or in the description my link to the math wheel. You can print it out. I will have it in class like this. I have it filled in for them already with a few that is blank, so they will sing it as we are singing it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and they can fill it in. If it's on the dry erase board, it will be written like it is. I will start erasing numbers and they will keep on singing it. We repeat it 8 times, so we have it in. The ones, I have ones that is already filled in. So for the older kids, and I think they need to, when they are 11, they need to start. They can't just sing the song for Memory Masters. They need to know 6 times 1 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. 6 times 3 equals 18. So when you are at home, you can either use it filled in the beginning, then start erasing, let them fill it in by themselves. For the younger kids, you can just let them sing and point to the number as they go along. I have filled in ones and I have ones. I will add the link for the 5s and the 6s that's already filled in, and then I will add the link of the blank one. And the blank one you can use for anything. You just put it in a blank sleeve, in a plastic sleeve, and they fill it in. Again, with the 6s, sing the song over and over again. When we get to science experiment, we always do art first. This week was upside down drawing. Ask them after class about it. Ask what it was about. Let them show you what they've made. When we get to science experiment, please sing the scientific method song with Pop Goes the Weasel. The scientific method is purpose and hypothesis, materials, procedures, results, and conclusion. Let them sing it. It was very interesting. We had a science class yesterday outside of CC, and they talked about the scientific method. Scientific method is they are always going to hear in science. So sing that song over and over again. Let them know that. When your student gets home, ask them about science. By the end of the day, the kids get tired. They're not really interested in it anymore. It's harder. So before they go to class on a Monday, say, I would love to know if you come home, and you don't have to, they don't have to tell you the whole experiment. Decide, say, I want to hear this afternoon what was the purpose of the science experiment that you do, or what was the result, or what ended. For the science experiment, we are going to do a fun experiment, is to see how is Saturn, how can we see it through its rings. By the time we do science, the kids are tired. We usually do it towards the end, just before review game. They've sat for a long time. So encourage them, because it's so fun to learn about science, but they are tired at that time. So before they go to class on a Monday, encourage them. Say, I would love to know what if you can't be in class, or even if you are in class, tell them they should come tell you afterwards what the hypothesis was, what the result was, or what was the purpose, or what was the result. Sing the scientific method song all the time. Let them practice it each week. It's the scientific method, purpose and hypothesis, materials, procedure, results, and conclusion. Encourage them to sing that song so they can know it. And that is it for week 3. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.